Hello, my name is Mark Anthony Dubose Jr. I was born July 4th, 1986, and I'll say thank you for tuning in to try to figure out some more about your dog. Because one thing that I do know, if you're watching me, you're not getting any sort of success with your dogs. And that's why you're still looking for someone else. And that's why you probably stumbled upon what it is that I'm saying, because I'm talking something that is just completely different than what it is that everyone else is talking about. I'm talking about some things that are going completely against what it is that everyone else is doing. And there's something about that that we'll be use those words in back in the school days as, oh, you the rebel, you the outcast, you to that. But in reality, there's something that I want to say that is very, very fascinating to me. And that's the simple concept of we're doing new stuff today. Not any old stuff today. We're doing new stuff today, and we're not getting any help. Wouldn't the new stuff make things better? Wouldn't the new stuff make things more solid for us? Wouldn't the new stuff be simpler for us? As opposed to using the old, outdated stuff, as a lot of people like to say. We're using outdated this, and that's why we don't use those methods, because that's no good, and we got this new stuff now, and the new stuff is proven to be able to give us some good stuff. And that's one thing I'm going to say. If you're sitting here watching this guy on this farm with all his dogs around and then he's looking at his chickens, the new stuff clearly isn't working for you. You're stumbling and fumbling. You're running into all kinds of issues. And I want to say today, stop with the foolishness. And I want to say today, pressure is not going to fix your issues. Giving your dog more treats is not going to fix your issues. Giving your dog more corrections is not going to fix your issues. Giving your dog more attention, love, and hugs and kisses is not going to fix your issues. And you would wonder, why is that not going to fix my issues? Because the issues are deeper than that, I'm going to say. Those are all the topical, superficial things that you're trying to work on to fix, to find out, to get some help. But you're not actually dealing with the true core inside issues. You're dealing with the top. And if you're constantly dealing with the top part of the issues by giving them treats to fix this, giving them leash pressure to fix this, giving them corrections to fix this, giving them all this stuff to fix this, and you're thinking that's going to fix it, that's why you're running into that scenario that you're just constantly fixing, and just fixing and fixing. And you're never actually to that point where you're just like, wow, can I just relax for one day and just hang out? Because you're dealing with the outside stuff and not dealing with the core issue. Why my dog don't listen to me? They don't respect you. How do you get my dog to respect me? Mark, that's one question I get. Mark, why and how do I get my dog to respect me and trust me? What do I need to do to get my dog to respect me? What magic thing do I need to start doing? Because I'm already giving him all these treats. I'm already doing all this. Again, that's all the superficial stuff. The inside part is where we need to go and think about and worry more about. The who you are, what you represent, what you're all about. And that's how you're going to get the trust from your dog. That's how you're going to get the respect from your dog. When you stop with all the extra is what's not giving you what you need, because the extra is the outside, the background noise, as opposed to you, who you are. And that's why I still see things just transform for people when I tell them to just have your dog on your leash and just hang out with your dog and just stop giving them treats, stop giving them pets, stop giving them toys, stop interacting, and allow the dog to know who you are. And once the dog understands and knows who you are, your dog's going to want to listen to who you are. And that's why the main thing that I'm going to say is, it's very, very confusing to me on why we're trying to work on the topical things as opposed to working on the deep core issue. Because if you worked on the deep core issue, you wouldn't need a treat to get your dog off the couch. You wouldn't need leash pressure to get your dog off the couch. You wouldn't need leash pressure to get your dog to stop pulling on the leash. You wouldn't need any of that to do anything that you're looking for, because your word and your speech and your talk and your being and the way you move is what's going to be able to get the dog to respond to what you're looking for. But we're not focusing on that. We're focusing on all the outside topical things. Thinking if I get a better of this or a better of that or a better over here, then things will be good. As opposed to just looking at your own self as being the world's greatest thing to the dog. The world's greatest thing to the dog is you, yourself. And in reality, to you and your kids and everyone else around you that you affiliate with, you are the prize for everyone around. Not what you do, but just you. You just being there. That's something that it's like some old basic knowledge that we just have forgotten about. And not in some way of I'm entitled, everyone listen to me and everybody should do for me. No, they're going to do for you because of who you are. If you're a trash, no good, worthless, pathetic person, that's what's going to come to you. But if you're an honorable, stand up strong, consistent, just firm, just confident person, everyone's going to want to flock towards that. And your dog for sure is going to flock towards the most confident person in the room. And it's not a matter of who got this and who got that. Because your dog may look at someone that's got a treat and say, hey, they're cool, but they're cool for a moment. And then they're going to go right back home to who's the overall, the best of the best being. So we're looking at all these outside sources as to be the fix, as opposed to just you. You are the best thing to your dog. Your dog is going to choose to be with you the more that you spend time with it, when it's just you and dog. And then once that dog decides that it's cool with you, and that dog can see the confidence in you, that you're not scared of another dog, you're not scared of people, you're not scared of the rain, you're not scared of the thunder, you're not scared of the scary monsters on the TV, you're not scared of that weird noise that you just heard over there. You're not scared of any of that. Your dog's gonna say like, man, this person, I could ride with this person. I'm here for this person. And that's what we should focus on, outside of the outside things, because that's what's confusing the dogs. And the number one way you're gonna have a horrible relationship with your dog is if your dog is in confusion. It doesn't understand what's going on. If your dog is ever confused, it's just, you're no longer the show. You're no longer the prize. And this works with many of other types of relationships on this planet. If the people around you are confused, you're struggling. You're struggling. You are very much so struggling. If you can't just stand up and say, we're going to go potty here. We're just talking about dogs here. Don't do this with your spouse and your nothing. But we're going to potty here. This is what we're going to do it. And you get that chance. Okay, you didn't do it. We're going in. And you're not getting another chance. Your dog's going to say, okay, I can listen to that. He's giving me clear instructions of what to do. You're saying, okay, you want me to get off the couch? And you took the dog, you got it off the couch, and he's off the couch. You say, okay, I can do that. He just wanted, that's all he was looking for. Or you want me to lay down right there, and you just put me there, and you tell me to stay there? Okay, I can do that. But once you start to add in this extraness, or you know, this extraness of these games and these other things, now your dog is confused, because it's like, well, are you sure you want me to? Are you not sure? Would you need that? Are you positive? Is this okay? It's raining out. I don't know. Do we need? What's happening? Your dog's going into that confused state. And when a dog is in a confused state, it's not going to take your leadership no more. It's not going to take your trust no more. It's not going to trust you. It's not going to respect you no more. Because it thought that things were clear. It thought that things were all good. Because it thought that you were a good, confident person. But then it realizes that you're actually not. And now that you're not a confident person to that dog, now that dog has got to figure out how to do things on its own. And when that dog is doing things on its own, that's why you see a dog that is lunging and pulling and going crazy outside all the time. Because a dog thinks that it needs to take that leadership position because you are incapable of, because you're scared. You're wishy-washy. You're not sure of what's happening here. Your rules, I don't want to say the word is being consistent, but you're just not a consistent being. Not a matter of being consistent on, a lot of people get stuck on this consistency with these dogs, thinking it's, you got to feed the dog at the same time. You got to potty the dog at the same time. You got to do this the same way all the same time, and that the same way all the same time. No, that's got nothing to do with the consistency. Consistency of saying, if you don't want the dog on the couch without you telling the dog being on the couch, and you tell the dog to get off the couch every single time that dog gets on the couch without you telling it to get on the couch. That's consistency. And that's something that a lot of people just don't follow through with. And that's why your dog is unsure what the heck is going on here. Because like, well, sometimes I can, but other times I can't. And sometimes I'm here, and other times I'm over there. And sometimes I'm this, and other times I'm over there. And then your dog is just like, I don't know what the heck's going on. And consistency, Oreo, get down. He's like, okay, I see what he's saying. I see what's going on here. I have to consistently keep telling him what it is that I was looking for. And that's going to be very, very clear to him. If I came to him with this, I got to give him treats to get him back into this and do this and do this and do that and do this. Now we're running into confusion. Because he's like, what's happening here? What's going on? Why aren't you just doing what it is that you said that you wanted me to do? Why aren't you just following through with it? And that's why a lot of people are struggling today. Not only just with your dog, but with your own self. You're not just consistent with yourself. Saying, I'm going to this, and then you don't do it. I'm going to that, and then I don't do it. I'm going to go over here, and then I don't do it. I'm going to make this happen, but then I don't do it. And then you're having conflicting issues with your own self going on. And if you got conflicting issues going on with yourself, oh, I guarantee you got conflicting issues going on with your dog. And that's why you're starting to see some things that just kind of make you nervous. Because the dogs, dogs are awesome people. They don't lie. They know how to just show who they are right this moment, right here, right now. They just know how to be who they are right now. They don't lie. And when you see that dog, you see what you try to lie about in your face. And you're just like, I know. And then you just let it slide and let it slide and let it slide and let it slide. And that's why things just keep on getting worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. Because you're not fixing the true deep core issue that's happening here of trust and respect. And trust and respect doesn't come from just putting a Band-Aid on something and think it's going to be good. No, trust and respect comes from, number one thing that I'm going to say is that a lot of people don't like to hear is time. You can't rush it. And we all want to rush it. And you can't and don't even think to try to. Just give it time. Time is going to be able to bring something great to you, something spectacular to you. But if you're trying to, I need him to do it now, and you're just trying to get in it now and trying to give him these treats and do all this stuff and give him all this and do all this, and your dog is just like, who the heck are you? And now it doesn't trust you even more. Now you're going into negative debt. Now the dog is like, I thought you were all right, but now you were doing all this weird stuff. Now I gotta figure out where I'm going at this moment with you. Now you're no longer just at a zero balance, you're at -10 and -20, and some of y'all are just so far negative that your dog doesn't want nothing to do with you. And it looks at every other new person as if they're just waiting to get the heck out of there. They're waiting to leave. I see this every day in my neighborhoods around here. There are loose dogs, missing dogs every day. Nowadays, there's 5 or more missing dogs every single day. That dog wants nothing to do with being at that home that they're in. Nothing to do with it. They're fighting so hard to break out all of these people's fences. They're fighting so hard to get out of that front door. They want nothing to do with you. Your dog is on a mission to get the heck away. That's what you got, negative debt going on with trust and respect going on right there. And that's a very, very devastating thing to be in. But it's something that we can recover from if you just slow yourself down and stop with all the games and stop with all the manipulation and stop with all the deceitfulness and just be you. Just represent you and just be yourself. And it's something that I don't know why a lot of people think like that's so hard. But in reality, one thing that you can really just fast track and get your life better on this planet is go lie to all the people. Go to work, lie to them. Go lie to your wife. You know, try to act like you're something you're not. Go lie to your kids. Try to act like but just be real to your dog. Just be real to the dog. Just show the dog who you actually truly are. Show the dog everything about what you represent. Just start with that, because you know what? The dog it ain't gonna go tell nobody. It's not gonna go run off and tell the neighbor's dog or what's going on. That neighbor's dog gonna be to tell their owner or what's happening with you. Just straight up look at that dog. I'm nervous right now. I don't know I'm gonna make it. I'm scared. I don't know. I'm behind right now. I'm struggling with this and things just aren't all that great right now. Just be honest with the dog. And that's where you're gonna be able to find your true success, because you're not being honest with them. You're lying to them. And the more that you lie, the more the dog sees right through all of that. And that's why I'm saying you get so frustrated when you see your dog inside of your house, because your dog is looking right at you. It's looking through you. It's looking through you, inside of you. And it's saying to you, buddy, you ain't doing nothing. Because that's what you're saying to your own self, unfortunately, right now. And that's why we need to stop lying to these dogs and fix the main core issue that's going on. And it's something that I don't know why we've forgotten who we are as human beings. But we've forgotten who we are, that we're trying to act like dogs. We're trying to be dogs. And that's why a lot of y'all, your dogs play with you like you're a dog. It literally plays with you like a dog. It chews on you. It's jumping on you. It's booty bumping you. It's rolling over on you. It's taking up your whole dang bed. I see the little jokes and stuff about, I got the dog in the bed and I got the little sliver and he got the whole thing. Because a dog does not respect you, period, if it's taking your whole bed. Like, that's something that I don't think many people even pay any attention to. Little subtle things like that. Your dog doesn't move when you're moving around to try to get around it. It's just there. Your dog doesn't respect you. And you're not dealing with the main issue that's going on here. And that's something that, again, you can't buy it. You can't give trickery nothing here. You got to just earn it. And you earn it through just allowing the dog to see who you are and just to be with you with no extraness. And this is the stuff that dog training gets confused with, because there ain't no money in that. There's $0 in hanging out with your dog and just being with your dog and just relaxing with your dog. There's zero in that. And that's going to say for a reason. But the main thing is how to actually get the true success that you're looking for out of your dog. The true just changes that you're looking for in your dog. It's to do, straight up, everything that everybody tells you to do. Do the opposite. Do the opposite. Get on this YouTube and watch like 15 different videos of how to get your dog to calm down by using a place bed, and just do the opposite of everything that they're telling you to do. And I'm going to tell you this right here. You are more likely going to find your results that you're looking for in your house if you do the opposite of everything that they say to do. Just say, okay, go find a high value treat, get the treat, and just do the opposite. The opposite of going to find a treat is to have no treat. Okay. The opposite of getting the toys out and do that? Okay, let's do the opposite. Do the opposite of all the petting and praising and worshiping? Do the opposite. Do the opposite of all that stuff, and watch how you're going to start to see things start to get better. You're just not going to have no choice. You will see things get better. You're going to see things get worse in a half a second because your dog's like, I want the treat, I want the toy. But then you're just going to see the normal dog that you always see anyways. And then that's where you're going to start to get that dog to understand to listen to you, your voice. Your voice. So when I say Oreo, down, he's going to listen to my voice. He's listening to me. He's going to pay attention to me. Get down. And then he doesn't, and I say, get down. Now I'm serious about it. I'm telling him, he's going to listen to me and what I got. Not what I got on me, not what I could do, but just he's going to listen to me. And that's what we're all looking for out of our dogs at the end of the day. Not no fancy tricks, not no fancy anything, but just a dog that just, I said to do this, and we're just doing this. And I can start with the, hey, can we do this? No? Okay, hey, I told you, get down. And then we got to change it up a little bit to just, this is what I'm telling you to do. And not because of anything that I got. Nothing on me. I don't need nothing on him. I don't need to touch him. I don't know the games, no nothing, just myself. And you get that by just hanging out with the dog and getting rid of all the outside noise, all the extraness. You get rid of all of that, all of it. Because none of that, at the end of the day, is still going to make you happy. Outside of just you sitting on a bench at a park and sitting there and just watch the world go around. You're going to get more satisfaction out of that than doing anything that the rest of this world tells us what we need to be doing. Because what we need to be doing is what we want to do, not what somebody else is looking for us to do. And that's why for me, everything that I do with my dogs is so basic, so simple, and so just nothingness that I have no technique to tell you. How do you get a dog to lay down like that? In reality, at the end of the day, all I would say to him when he was laying down was down. And he just got it. He understood it. And why he does it now, the way that he does it, because he understands the relationship that we have. He respects me. He's like, I'll do that for you. Okay. He trusts me. I'm not going to hurt you. You're not in danger. I'm putting you in a good scenario, right? We're fine. So he's going to do it. And it's that simple. That's all it is at the end of the day. And it's something that is fascinating about this great parent he's back here, because I do not interact with this dog at all. But yet he listens to me because he respects me and he trusts me because I keep him safe. I give him something to do, what he wants to do. Hang out with chickens and hang out with the cows and hang out. That's what he does. But he trusts me. So he's going to do what it is that I'm looking for from him. And that's all that you're looking for, that you need to have that nice dog. Not a good sit, a good down, a good this, a good this. Your dog will sit every time you tell him to sit if your dog trusts and respects you. It's that simple. But if the dog doesn't trust and respect you, you need treats, you need leashes, you need this, you need this, you need this, you need this, you need this. That's a perfect example I can give to you with my Dalmatian. She doesn't trust me. She doesn't respect me. So I need a leash to tell her what it is I need her to do. And that's where I'm going to say, don't do what I do. These are my working dogs that I work. They're not my pet dogs. My pet dog is my Johnny Man back there, and that's it. Those dogs are my working dogs. This dog is my working dog. That dog is my working dog. These dogs are going to be always trained and worked differently because they're going for a specific purpose, for a specific need. And these dogs are going very far with what it is that I'm doing with them. They're not a pet dog. But if your pet dog, you don't want to have to use anything to get them to do. You want to just be able to, yourself, your body, your being, to get them to do. And that's something that is confusing to me on why it seems like it's so complex to do less as opposed to doing more. Then there's certain things I just want some people to just think about. Think about that. You're doing less and getting more, but yet you're trying to do more and you're getting less. You know, it's the opposite effects. They're pushing and we're pulling and we're both going the opposite directions here. I want to get both of us going in the same direction. When we're both going in the same direction, we're all going to be having a very, very good time. Thank you.